Hey, Lena.
Hello.
Well, listen, I'm going to bring my wife, Jess, into this phone call, if you don't mind.
Uh-oh.
Lena, I'd like to introduce you because the only reason that I go to see my therapist is because of my wife, Jess. She recommended it a while back, and I did it for her, but now I find that I like it.
That's awesome.
Hey, Jess, you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, meet Lena.
Hi,
Hey,
Jess.
Lena.
How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Great. Well, go ahead. The only reason why I consider going to therapy is because of you. So throw whatever, it's any topic you want. Throw it out to Lena, and we'll see what she says.
Well, first of all, TJ, I don't think you're some wild case. I just think everybody can benefit from therapy, 100%.
I'm in the everybody
So-
category.
You're
And
in
I
the
just happen to
everybody
be
category.
married.
It's not an insult. Well, I guess sure. Something came up the other day. We were at the gym together, and we just had to check in. And I happened to have to check in all of our kids, 3 kids. So it takes a little bit more time. And then TJ decides to take out his calculator and calculate how much of my life is spent checking in children and myself to the gym.
Mhm.
And then he goes and he's like, "That's such a waste of time. Why do you do that?" And I'm like, "Because I want to go to the gym and it's worth it."
But Lena, what I was trying to say was, okay, so I calculated it. It was 7 seconds a day. She goes for 50 weeks of the year, 6 days a week. After I broke everything down, she's spending 35 minutes checking into the gym with this somewhat broken system of scanning a barcode. I'm like, why can't the gym either give one barcode for the family or just walk in? You pay for the gym, you're there, you're not hurting anyone. I didn't know that was a problem. I just thought that was trying to save some time.
And so, Jess, how'd that make you feel?
Hey.
Well,
All right, fine.
I mean,
Jess, go
first
ahead.
of
How did it
all,
make you feel?
if you think it's a broken system, then get a job at a gym and fix that system. But there's just technicalities. You can't just walk into a gym and just float in, because they need to know who is here in case of emergency. And especially when you're dealing with children, they need individual children to be checked in or not to know exactly who's here. It's a safety thing, and I totally get it. But he just kept talking about it, and I was like, it's 35 minutes of my life well spent, because going to the gym is an investment that is well spent. I also drive to the gym. You want to calculate that? I also put tight pants on. You want to calculate that? We could just calculate all of our lives and never
Lena,
do anything, because it takes too much time.
Jess has said quite enough. And Lena, I think you've got something to say.
Absolutely. So I totally agree with Jess.
What?
It is,
You're not allowed to do that in therapy.
Look,
TJ, you asked Lena for her
you
input.
Don't cut my session because of it.
No.
Seriously. I think I agree with her. Sometimes the sacrifice is worth the satisfaction of what you get from putting in the work. And so 35 minutes out of a year to check in the kids, yes, they could come up with a better system. And I do agree. I guess I hear your concern of just saying, what are different ways that you can spend 35 minutes of your life?
Oh, there you go. That's what the therapists do. They make you feel you're
yes,
good.
there you go.
Yeah.
I hear
I know your little game. Yeah. Well, Lena, after you put it that way, that actually makes sense to me now. And so now I guess I'm on Team Lena and Jess. And thank you for that. So you gave me a different perspective, and I just need to shut up. And I think what I'm looking for is I kind of just want to float through life and everything happens for me. And
You don't want to be inconvenienced. You don't like being uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. And inconveniences have sort of paralyzed certain parts of my life in the past, and I didn't recognize this. See, this was something from my past where every little inconvenience bothered me,
right?
And a little of that seeping in from another era of me. Look at that, Lena. You just made me realize that. Well, thank you.
But it goes to show that you're healing. Healing is a continuation. It's not just you're because it happened from your past. It's not going to show up in your present or in your future. It's that you recognize that it's showing up, and then you're like, oh, hold on a second. I have the tools. I need to apply this so it doesn't continue to show up or get bigger or worse.
Yeah, J-Bo, it's a great point.
I mean, Lena, I'm not trying to take your job because I don't know. I'm not the therapist.
And Lena, Kenny admitted to an addiction that he has, and in a way, convenience is an addiction that so many of us have in this world. We're addicted to convenience. Yes, and it's actually hurting us. The sacrifice is necessary, and so thank you for sharing that. And Jess, great point. I love you, and I look forward to doing life with you on a continued basis.
And TJ, if you think it's so terrible to check your kids in, then take that burden from me and you can check them in next
time. I'd much rather wait the 7 seconds. All right, I'm glad we talked about this. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. There you go. Hey, Lena, you're awesome. Thank you for taking the time to be on our show. Always love talking to you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. Talk to you soon.
There
Thank
she
you,
is.
Lena.
Lena, a licensed counselor from Haven of Light in St. Louis. This is The TJ Show.